a game that goes back and forth like that obviously comes down
Well,
to
it's a game that comes down to single plays. It was very playoff game-ish atmosphere. I can look at little plays, not the last one. The last one, I'll live with that. Tatum makes a tough shot, going right. You live with that. But just little plays throughout the game. Free throw rebound, they score. Transition threes. That was the game to me for us. So it is what it is.
Doc, you guys obviously struggled in all the minutes without Joel on the floor tonight. So I guess, what do you think the primary issue was there?
I didn't think we moved the ball. I didn't think we played with any rhythm in that stretch. And that's something we haven't been doing, but we did it tonight. And Boston is great when you try to play that way. They're too good to try to play them in isos. They're long. They're switchable. They contest everything at the basket, and I thought they did that.
You initially went Paul in both halves, and then both times gave him a quick
Tuck needed a blow. Honestly, in the second half, I was going to go with Paul with Tuck. I just thought the size and the smarts in this game, you need veterans out on the floor.
Had those threes.
Yeah, that was a turning point.
Some were in transition, some of them were in the half court. I guess did you guys do something wrong there?
Yeah, he was wide open. So clearly we did something wrong. I haven't watched the film yet, but he got threes that he didn't get all game, and so we have clearly lost guys. I thought a lot of them were in transition where we didn't match up, and then we didn't rotate. I thought first quarter and a half, that was as good a defense as we've played, and they made shots still, but we were in the right place. We rotated. They made shots over top of us. I was very happy with that. I thought the third quarter, that last 6 minutes of the third quarter, the game changed.
Doc, the whole Tyrese Maxey at the bench thing has been very up and down. I guess, but what are you seeing there?
I didn't like it tonight. I really didn't. He didn't have the ball in his hands much tonight, and we got to get the ball in his hands more. And then what happens when he doesn't, then he forces a little bit, but you don't blame him. So, he's fighting defensively. He's doing everything we've asked him to do, but we got to get him more involved.
So I guess, is that more in terms of DHOs with Joel or more?
Well, he wasn't on the floor with Joel enough until the fourth quarter. But just inbounding the ball to him, there's many chances. And some of that is him too, He defers to James a lot. And a lot of the times, Marcus Smart is pressuring James. Tyrese should bring the ball up, but he'll run down, and that's somewhere working. Go back and get it, and then you run it. You start the offense. We need him with the ball more.
Did you know right away that Joel shot was late?
Yeah, I was pretty sure of it. Yeah, I was hoping that, but yeah, I was pretty sure.
That's been a team that's given him trouble over his career.
Not tonight.
He got the free throw line 18 times tonight. What were you seeing from him?
We got him deep, and he didn't wait. He went quick. Everything was quick and decisive. That's what we told him. You got to be decisive. They want low blocks, if you know what I mean, against him. Whenever he goes to the paint, they go low. So if you go quick, they can't do that. Your size you swallow them, and I thought he did that. I was very happy with how he attacked tonight. I even thought he did, and he did it a bunch of times in the second quarter, where he made plays where he did it in the third too. The Anthony Melton. Those are plays you just got to keep making, all right, and keep trusting. I thought he did that overall.
Doc, in a game like this one, where it comes down to a dramatic ending like that,
Yeah.
and you guys come up short. What do you say to the players in the locker room?
Not a lot, you don't say much after games anyway. There's no big New Rockney speeches after games, you just tell them, we'll live with that shot. The Anthony, you're right there. There's things we can do better, and we're right there. This doesn't change anything for us. Stay encouraged. We're right there.
What did you like what you guys did against Tatum over the course of the game?
I loved how Tobias and DeAnthony guarded him. They, for the most part, listen, he can go either way, but he wants to go left for the most part. And they did a terrific job of keeping him off that left. Jalen gave up one, where he gave him room, and that's he knew it right away. You can't give him room. That may have gotten him going a little bit. So I loved how we guarded him. I tell you, I thought Derek White really hurt us. And that's 2 games now that he's done that.
With Jalen, there were still a lot of questions when you guys acquired him, like how would he do in a winning environment?
Yeah.
Like, a kind of tough thing. This was pretty close to kind of that, like the playoff atmosphere. How did you think he equated himself?
He was okay. I thought in the first half he was great. Gave us a lot of energy, ran the floor. Second half I thought he struggled, but it was just think about where he's come from. He hadn't played any of these. I can guarantee you that. So I thought overall he was really good with it.
Last one, guys.
Second half, just overall.
I didn't hear you.
What did you make of Jaylen Brown in the second half? His play in the second half. What did you think? He heated up a bit.
Yeah, just aggressive. Listen, they're 2 great players. And they're gonna stay great. They're gonna struggle. When you're Jaylen Brown and Tatum, one thing: you can miss 15 shots in the first half, you're gonna get 20 more in the second half, and that's not gonna change. So it's hard for you to ever lose confidence when you play that way. And they do. They pass the ball, but they both are ultra aggressive, and that's what they did tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Tier 1 lockers open.